All right, so just like a lot of recent videos, maybe in the last few months, that I've been trying to do, I am focusing on showcasing simple steps that often I do, for lack of a better term, subconsciously, just kind of quickly when I think about, oh, I'm trying to accomplish X, Y, Z, I can do this real quick and I move on. It's a quick little step. Lots of little things that happen, and some things will recur, like, oh, I'm doing that again. I'm doing that again. So I decide, and I've been deciding recently, to make videos about these little steps because sometimes they make a difference. Sometimes it helps someone, think a certain way that perhaps they hadn't thought before, right? Little things like that. And this is another one. So today we're going to be focusing on swimwear shots because skin tone on swimwear, and of course that extends to potentially fashion, boudoir, art nudes, but skin tone on commercial swimwear is really, really important, whether it's subtle, whether it's intense. Swimwear, of course, demands a good skin tone. So let's say you have that. You've worked hard on the two images and you've got a skin tone that you feel you like. You really dialed it in. Perhaps you've used something like SKN for toning. Perhaps you use other methods. It looks good. And now you're ready to color grade. And you think to yourself, well, I got the skin tone really like I like it. I don't want to mess it up with color grading, so I'd better go easy, might be your thought. Well, when I tell you the next step here, like, hey, let's mask out the skin, you might think, oh, of course, yes, we'll mask out the skin. But there's one little extra step I want to show you to keep things flexible. We've talked about it before, but I want to show you. Okay, so let's go through the process. Okay, I am going to use a couple of our panels, but you can do this stuff without the panels. So let's say I want to do a color grade, okay? So I'm going to get CGP out and I'm going to run something. It doesn't matter. That's just to launch the, I'm going to double click this to reset it or just reset it completely. Now I have the CGP folder. All that is just what I'm color grading with. You can color grade with any other adjustment layers or anything else at all, whatever is preferred for you. Okay, close that out in a minute. In my case, I'm going to use SKN because I'm going to use the bottom left button to select skin, which does really, really well. This is one of those little secret things about SKN, if you will. It's not like we don't tell people about it, but it's there. So now we have the skin selected really, really well. On the CGP folder, I click the mask button down here at the bottom of layers. Boom, I make a mask. Hold down Alt or Option. You can see now we're grading only the skin, which is useful, okay? But we need to invert that. So Command or Control I, and now we're protecting the skin. We get rid of the selection. Oops, didn't mean to double click. And now, because this is a CGP folder, in this case of the panel, but it's however you want to color grade, now I can color grade. I'm going to put out my little properties window for a minute. Okay, I can color grade fairly heavily in any way that I feel creatively speaks to me. And you notice the skin tone is not affected. However, it starts to look a little fake. Let's say you want a heavy grade like I've done here, okay? Let's say you want something pretty intense. You want a heavy grade. You feel like, well, okay, didn't want that. You want a pretty heavy grade, but there we go. Maybe something like that. And you're feeling like that works, but the skin now looks fake because it's masked out. Well, instead of trying to change the mask permanently, click the mask, go to your properties window and take the density down. Start arbitrarily at 50%, for example. Okay. If you look at your mask during this, you can see it's gray. You can do that permanently by, using levels or something on your mask, but using the density slider allows for what? Flexibility. So now we're adding the grade to the rest of the image and 50% roughly of the grade to her. If I take it all the way off, we can see the grade goes on top of her. She gets too orange and you start thinking, oh, I don't like the grade. No. Just relax. Bring it back. Think about the different processes you can do. You can come in here, create the mask of the skin and put the density all the way down to 0 to see what the grade looks like while working. And you go, you know what? This is working pretty good. I like the feel, but the skin tone got lost. Cool. Bring your density up until you feel, oops, went all the way, excuse me. Bring the density up slowly until you feel like you've removed some or enough of the grade. And now it feels a lot smoother. And again, this is all subjective, excuse me. There it is with a lot less at 60%. Let's put it maybe 56%, something like that. It still has the grade feel, but you're not ruining the skin. And again, if you take the density all the way down, you can see the skin is too red, too pink, and you might think your grade doesn't work because skin tone is where heavy color grading can throw things off and you feel like the grade isn't working, right? So zoom out on that one a little bit, make it something right about there. Cool. Here's another image. We're going to do the same exact process. I'm just going to create a CGP layer and reset. Go to SKN, select the skin, and mask it. There we go. And then there's the mask. It's pretty good. And then we invert. And now when we go back to CGP, I have it on pretty heavy. We start grading. As you can see, we are protecting. Let's go to blue, actually. Something like that. The skin is utterly protected. In this case, that might actually work really well. We are not doing anything to the skin that doesn't work. My opinion, anyway. Yeah, so I went from this to this. Now, we can still, of course, take the density down and see that the grade covers her skin. It doesn't look bad at all. But if we're really committed to that skin tone, then we can dial it right back in. And don't forget too, while you're grading, it's not just color wheels too, anything you can do at all, right? So you might be like reducing contrast on everything except her, right? You might be, increasing the gamma, brightening everything except her, right? And so that can change. There's a skin too light, but you can protect that tone that you worked so hard to get in your cleanup and your overall just mastering of the skin. You have it dialed in. You want to get creative with your color grading, but you don't want the skin tone to get ruined. And that is where this density slider comes in. So a great skin mask plus a density slider, and you can have all kinds of flexibility. So again, this shot, it was dark in the background. That's fine. I've made it super light, but the skin tone still has the dynamics that I want. If I didn't have it, the skin tone would get light, which could be good. Don't get me wrong. All I'm trying to show is that this is a way of controlling them separately and smartly with density. Because as you continue, you might add mastering layers on top. You could potentially add all kinds of other coloring layers. As you work forward, this mask is going to be important to scale back and forth just to protect that skin tone. And again, you can see how this is potentially very, very adaptable to any workflow. You could color grade with a bunch of layers inside of a layer folder, and you can just mask the folder. You can color grade with CGP. You can color grade with a smart object, opening up camera raw, right? A copy of the image, open up camera raw. Same thing applies. You can still mask it the same exact way, whatever you're color grading with, whether it's CGP or otherwise. Now, real quick, SKN has a really awesome skin tone selecting function, but you can select the skin any other way that you may have, or any other processes that you may have. It still works great. The idea here is to have the flexibility of the density slider so you can make sure that you don't get what I call false positive, that your color grade is failing, right? You don't want to have that false positive. So again, for swimwear, boudoir, things of that nature, blending that in, super, super important. So as you can see, these both have heavy grades, but the skin isn't completely messed up, if you will, isn't overly graded. If I completely block it out, especially on this shot right here, the wide one, she looks like she's copy and pasted in. It doesn't make sense. So just blend her in a little bit. Now she's not oversaturated, but it still makes sense. Same story here. You put it all the way up, depending on your shot, it may look fake, it may not, but either way, having that flexibility to dial in exactly what you want, very, very important, because those skin tones, like I said, on commercial swimwear and other things, are absolutely priority.